Henry, what have y'all worked on this week? What's been kind of the point of focus to try to end the three-game losing streak?
Kind of go back to what got us there. Getting to the rim, out rebounding teams, playing physical, and just outplaying people. Just with how hard we play, and so we've kind of harped on that all week. We focus a lot on us. Tennessee's a really good team, well coached, a lot of good players, and it's going to be an unbelievable environment. So we're ready for the challenge.
What is there anything common between the three games that in what your identity is you felt like y'all got away from, or was it something different every game to you?
I would say it's something different every game, and so we've that's actually been kind of the hard part. If we're not playing well on the defensive end, we're missing shots or we're getting out rebound, it's easy to kind of fall back onto that and just harp on that, focus on that. But it's kind of been something different each and every game, and so I think it's been very difficult for us to find out what we're doing wrong. But I think coach and the staff has been able to kind of nail it on the head and find out the small things that we're doing wrong. And, a lot of the games other than the Alabama game have been the one possession game, so it's not something dramatically that we're doing awful or something. It's something real small, very fine detail, and I think our staff's done an unbelievable job in talking about and helping us out with it.
Has practice or the drills or anything looked different this week, or is it mostly the conversations and reinforcing things?
Mostly the conversation. Practice since we started late October has kind of always been the same. Coach is very consistent in what he does. The staff's very consistent in what they do. So practice is relatively stayed the same.
Where do y'all find, where do y'all glean confidence now in the middle of this three-game skid? What can y'all glom onto that makes you still feel like you're a good basketball team?
Our work. It's in our practice. Really, true confidence can only come from your work. So, it comes from our work. We're only confident in the stuff that we've put in, the habits that we've kind of compounded since the summer, relatively speaking, even as early as the Bahamas trip, And so we just kind of fall back to, what we've done originally and the work that we've put in all year. It's not something that's just going to dramatically change because we've lost 3 games in a row. We're still going to continue to play Texas A&M basketball.
Henry, what are you expecting from Tennessee as far as them hoping for revenge, and then you guys also, playing as being a bubble team, just kind of the desperation of both teams there almost?
Yeah, I think speaking on the bubble part, we've been in way worse situations as far as not even having our name mentioned in the bubble. Us being 6-5 out of conference, us losing 8 games in a row, and nobody thought we had a shot to even, get to the SEC championship. So we've been in way worse situations. But I think everybody's character, everybody who is on the team has had a story or something of adversity. And so this is just a small part of adversity that we're seeing that we're going to overcome, and I'm confident that we'll overcome it. But we're just going to continue to do the things that we do each and every day and be right where our feet are. If we're thinking about the bubble and we're thinking about the NCAA tournament, we've already lost the Tennessee game because we're thinking too far ahead. So we have to be right where our feet are, and we have to beat Tennessee first. We have to have a good shoot around tomorrow morning leading into the game. We can't get too far ahead of ourselves.
In those situations you talked about, after non-conference last year, during the 8-game skid, y'all obviously kind of bounced back in a big way, whether it be with a big game or, stretch of games. What do you feel like it is that y'all have done well to, kind of go from struggling to, quickly a big win or a big stretch and hopefully something you can take into this Tennessee game?
I think it's the habits that we've built all year. It's us running the sprints early in the morning, 5 a.m. We fall back on that because when we look around and you see the guys in the circle, those are the guys who are going to compete. Those are the guys who are going to go out on the floor. So you have to trust the guys within the circle. And so when there's a true trust, when everybody's trusting everything that we're doing, when everybody's pulling the same way, that's the instant success that you'll see. But I don't think it's something as instant. I think we've built over time, and so it's just finding the small details of what we need to do right to be successful.
I know you, Wade, Boot, some of the older guys have been a part of that 8-game losing streak 2 years ago. Is there any similarities, anything you can draw from being on a long skid like that you can help come out of it?
Yeah, I just think during that stretch, obviously it was about 2 years ago, almost around this time, I think we were thinking a little bit ahead. We weren't focusing on this game. We were worried about, if Florida loses, if Alabama loses, this is where we are in the standings, that's where we are. But all that stuff's out the window. You have to focus, who you are as a team. All those teams losing, all those teams winning does nothing if you don't win the game. And so I think we have to focus on just us winning the game and not worry about, what other people are doing. And so we have to continue to just, be within us and trust everybody who's on Team Bus One.
Do you feel like that crept in a little bit in this last 3 games, or is that mostly what was 2 years ago?
Mostly 2 years ago. I think, we've played relatively strong. We're still doing everything that we need to do offensively. We're doing unbelievable, I think, defensively, other than the Alabama game. We're playing really close games, and Coach mentions, winning the SEC is hard, whether you're at home, whether you're on the road. And so when you play really well for 36 minutes, well, that 4 minutes that you didn't play well, that's the one possession game right there. Or, you play great in the first half, you play great in this stretch. We have to play a great 40 minutes for us to win at Tennessee, but for even us to win at home. And so I think we have to be more consistent within our playing and how hard we're playing.
How difficult is it to block out all of those outside factors, just knowing the net rankings and who's beating who and all of that, and just kind of staying focused on yourselves?
In today's age, I would say it's pretty hard. Everybody has social media. Everybody's, reading something. Somebody's texting you this. Your parents are texting you that. Your friends are texting us this. So I say it's pretty hard, but I think Coach does an unbelievable job, and so does the staff of, all that stuff is, out the window. We need to just focus right where we are, be right where our feet are, and focus on us. Because when you're comparing yourself to other people, Coach says it a lot, comparison's a thief of joy. Then when you're comparing yourself to other people, then you have no joy in what we're doing. I think, when this team, the SEC tournament 2 years ago, we made a great run. Even last year during the SEC play when we were 15-3, we had a lot of joy within what we were doing. We were playing with such passion, such force, such enthusiasm. We were just doing unbelievable. And so I think we have to just continue to just be with this team and trust the staff. They have a lot more experience than us. And so just continue to trust them.
Henry, I think the last time you played Tennessee, you had 1 shot. You were still kind of working your way back, I think, and then 3 games since, double digits in each of those games. So do you feel like you can make more of an impact this time, and do you feel like you're just in a much better place than you were a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better, kind of starting to feel a lot like myself. And so, whether that's me even taking 1 shot, but I think what's been helping is I've been able to help on the defensive end. I've been able to, be in the gaps, being able to, grab a rebound here and there. And so I think not just me scoring, but me impacting the game in other ways helps the team and us winning.
I know Jace was wearing one of your shirts with you with the cartoon with the cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Did you design that? What do you think about that one?
No, I did not design that. Shout out to the people at CC Creations. They designed that. But we all went and we all bought each other's shirts. I bought everybody on the team who has a shirt in there. I bought all their shirts, so I wear those all the time.
Yeah.
I think it's just awesome. It just speaks a lot of how the team, how we are. We're all willing to support each other no matter what. And I think Coach even has a couple of shirts too, and so. It's just awesome that everybody's just wearing each other's shirt. I don't even have my own shirt. I think Wade probably doesn't have his. Jason doesn't have it. We just bought each other's shirts, so I think that's just awesome.
That's cool.
All right, we gotta move on to the next one.
Thank you.